So if it's called the slowpoke well, does that mean that they go into this well whenever they want to slowpoke as opposed to water? I don't know.
Why would you ever want a slowpoke?
Timmy, fetch me a bucket of slowpoke from the slowpoke whale. Yes, Dad.
So more Ratatatas. Level 7.
Go, typing! Yeah!
Typing of the dead in Sandshrew form.
Hit that QWERTY row.
Quick attack. Scratch.
Why do they have... I don't know if I mentioned this earlier because we took a little break in between this, but did I mention why they have Rattatas wiggle its ass for its character animation?
I don't know.
No. But...
Like it's capable of doing anything else.
Yeah.
Rattata, use ass wiggle.
Like it's any more effective than tail whip.
And is distracted and confused.
Lick the bat, me.
Tastes like asbestos.
Sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Have you guys ever tried that licking something while it's asleep?
No.
Are you talking about real life? Or... Because no.
Yeah, last one, and I'm gonna do that. These
Mount Moon all over again.
These grunts are such a varied selection of Pokemon that they use. Sleeping.
What does Spite do again?
It erases PP from a move. Like if Zubat used Supersonic and then I used Spite, Supersonic would take, I think, 2 to 5 PP away from it. Meaning it's pretty much useless except for moves like Fire Blast, against moves like Fire Blast or something.
I don't know, I'm so immature, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Wow, it's still 1 unit of life.
Oh yeah, Leech Life. Forever useless.
I figured Spite, like, what do you think Spite looks like in the anime? It's like, I hate you!
It makes an annoyed forum post about you. What's Slowpoke with his tail cut off? It has mail. Michael Jackson died. No! A Slowpoke with his tail cut off. What's that? George Bush left office. Finally!
Yeah. So in the Heart Gold remake, this is actually a new character. I think this is Proton, but in this version it's just a generic grunt, so...
All rockets are generic grunts.
Yeah. Well, I give the remake props for trying to give some more,
Variety.
identifiable characters, because there's no, no member of Team Rocket has a name in this version.
Besides Giovanni. No,
Well, Giovanni
he's not even Giovanni.
isn't technically in this game. Though he does, if you got the Celebi, he is in, Heart Gold, with the time travel event.
I never, even though I had a Game Shark in my possession back in the Game Boy Color days, I never bothered doing the Celebi side quests.
I did.
Well, it didn't involve the forest or some shit like that.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the pointless shrine in the forest actually isn't so pointless after all.
Mm-hmm. We'll be seeing that eventually.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves here, but there was this one particular section in Gold and Silver, or in this game actually, it was like a mountainous region, and and inside it was something like a garden area that had little to no point as far as I could tell. I'm trying to remember what the exact name of it was. I'm probably just gonna look it up on Bulbapedia later on, but I always thought there was a purpose to the area, and it turns out no, nothing. What a fucking tease!
You handled yourself like a pro against a bunch of Zubats and Rattatas. And now we can make special kinds of Pokeballs that really don't help much. And it takes a fucking day to make them.
Well, he's making them out of apricorns, man.
Apricorns equals Pokeballs?
Yeah. Didn't they say, like some kind of bullshit reason that they used apricorns to catch Pokemon back in the old days?
Something like that.
Yeah, that was the
what?
original form of Pokemon catching.
It's the equivalent of throwing a rock in a Safari Zone.
I still like that episode in the anime with the mystical items with a giant tattooed Gengar and Jigglypuff.
Oh, you mean
fucking nowhere.
the mindfuck episode?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
And
So
now
we've
we're
got-
in the bug gym. Worthless.
No. Gold and Silver is the generation that added a useful bug type. One of them.
One of the few, yes.
Woo!
Well, technically, Caesar's useful too, but you just hit that thing with anything fire related, and it's
Well,
just
yeah, but it's because it's part steel type. It's resistant to a ton of shit.
yeah.
So yeah, it's incredibly weak to fire, but everything else it's pretty strong against.
Yeah, I never bothered though because catching a Scyther is a pain in the ass, and then you got to find the metal coat, which I can never remember where it is, and then you got to trade it. So it's like,
Yeah, but in return, you're getting a really good Pokemon. So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, generally the traded Pokemon are worth it if you just go out of your way.
Well, not always. Steelix is generally useless.
and then in Gen 4, they made a ton of trade only.
Well, how else?
Solutions.
Fuck you. Well, it got easier by that time.
True,
You know,
but
back then, back in the Game Boy days and Game Boy Color and Advance, you had to use that fucking link cable.
took
I don't
fucking
think I
forever.
would have ever gotten half the Pokemon I did if my sister didn't also own a Game Boy Color. So
Yeah,
I
I
would
was
just take her copy that she barely used and then just
Oh.
trade back with myself.
I would never got my first Gengar Alakazam if it weren't for Mark having a Game Boy Color and Pokemon himself. Otherwise, I'd be a homeless bum in the middle of the gallery mall. Want to trade Pokemon? Want to trade Pokemon?
Trade backs.
Hey, this isn't a match. I have no givesies backsies.
Goes to show how worthless bug types are. We're not even talking about the gym. And typing has logged onto the PSN. Oh noes.
I could walk all the way back to the Pokemon Center, but I'm never going to use these berries anyway, so...
Go up
Fuck.
one space and then try and run down. It's too late now.
I hated those jittery trainers.
What's over there? Ooh, what's over there? What's over there? What's over there? What's over there?
It's it's better in the later games when they generally won't look in your direction unless if you're running or if you have the bike. In this game, it's just very random. Oh, a Weedle.
Why do you have a Weedle, you dumbass?
Well, it's the bug gym. There's not really many other choices.
It's cool to me, damn it.
Well, you suck, sir.
Oh, look, a Kakuna. What variety?
Exan threw the egg at the Kakuna. Yeah! Oh.
Kakuna is now slightly messy.
And agitated.
Wow, it's paralyzed. It couldn't move in the first place.
Now I can't even blink.
Eyes so dry.
Kakuna has no mouth and it must scream.
Have you ever wondered how licking actually damages something?
It just does.
Well, if we're going into Pokemon Mythos, doesn't like Ghastly's tongue like have some kind of paralysis? Agent.
It's ghost poison, so maybe.
I guess. What's this? A Beedrill? Someone's actually taking advantage of fully evolved Pokemon in this gym? What?
Still
And
a
now
level 12.
it's asleep.
Ah. Sleeping.
Again, like I said before, if a flying Pokemon is put to sleep, there should be an additional bit of damage there from falling in midair. It's the equivalent of fighting in water. If you put a Pokemon to sleep or it's paralyzed, it should fucking drown.
Well,
Unless it's a water type.
well, then again, you can once dive is brought into the picture, you can take a Charizard underwater, which makes all sorts of no
You
sense.
can dive without being in water. Just like you can dig while in the surfing. It's like, surfing, go Diglett. What the fuck is it in?
That reminds me of one of my favorite awkward zombie things, where she's surfing on a Blastoise, and then she goes, "Go, Graveler," and then it just falls through the water. There. It's over.
I forgot who this gym leader is.
It's
Oh,
Bugsy.
Bugsy.
Brilliant fucking name, although I guess you don't have much choice in what type of Pokemon you're supposed to use if your name's Bugsy.
Hi, I'm Bugsy. I'm the ghost type gym leader.
Whoa, that's certainly different.
Yes.
Oh, he's very green.
At least it's not Weevil from Yu-Gi-Oh! Super effective time.
Don't.
Fuck you!
This is going to be an Ember Fest, isn't it?
Pretty much. I didn't use them for the rest of the gym because I wanted to give it some sort of a chance. I'm not dealing with that shit during the actual gym fight.
Oh, look,
Especially
a Scyther.
Like the one good bug type from the first game. Well, that and Pinsir, but nobody cares about Pinsir for some reason.
I do
It's
like
like
how
there's-
the quick attacks animation in this one is more like a Dragon Ball Z teleport attack.
Yeah,
Unlike
it
the-
is much better than it is in other
Unlike
games.
the first generation where I just move off screen.
Or other gens where you kind of move in a circle kinda
Yeah.
quick. This one actually looks like you're being fast.
Yeah.
Yes, your best Pokemon is dead now.
No
Level up.
chance. Almost 2 level ups, wow.
Well, the Scyther does give a lot of experience.
True. I've...
You know, if you evolved that Metapod and this Kakuna, you might have had a chance.
But no.
I'm just fucking with you. You stand no chance.
Yay.
Fuck you, prick.
I'm an expert on Pokemon.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Looks like
you were
Bugsy
if
just
you-
got squashed.
Yay!
Do you know the benefits of the Hive Badge? Now I do.
There are no benefits. And if you were an expert in Pokemon, you'd realize bug types suck.
Now we get Fury Cutter, possibly one of the worst moves in Pokemon history.
And we can now use cut outside of battle. Cheer up, emo kid.
How could this happen to me?